And baby little Teddy before me, oh, there was just a black hole. Yeah, little Teddy was beat down, blacked out. My darling, I couldn't even know. But ever since little Teddy met me on a cloudy Monday, little Teddy can't believe how much little Teddy loves the rain. And now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through the end of the world. And now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through life as a girl. Now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through anything. Now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through. Ever since little Teddy met me on a cloudy Monday, little Teddy can't believe how much little Teddy loves the rain. And now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through the end of the world. Now little Teddy thinks she'll get to life as a girl. Now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through anything. Now little Teddy thinks little Teddy will get through. Little Teddy thinks she'll get through anything because of me. That's so generous of her. She loves me. That's how I'm interpreting this. I'm going to tell you so much. I'm going to tell you so much. I'm going to tell you poems on food blogs. You're going to reach it. You're trying to reach the stash and read. Oh, thanks. Another one to the pile. Another one bites the dust. Michael Jackson style rush off from force coming out soon, I hope. $1 is worth 112,000 years of currency now. That's a lot of dowry money for his hand in marriage. Ladies. When Steffi Graf said to find home to marry her, how's married? How will I Steffi Graf allow me some tennis finger bracelets? Feet, suckle to your feet. Kafefe, C-O-V-F-E-F-E, fill cheese, food, cheese, and drool. Cringy, C-I-N-G-E-Y. Don't eat my shorts! These are vocal training exercises I like to do so I can enunciate the words and pronounce them correctly. Asterisk, my grandfather was going to come. As long as I get a Deborah, ministers should do candlelight vigil for all the humans who died from Mason countries' conflicts. There should be humanitarian cultural exchange instead of military service from mixed countries like Israel, Iran, and Arab countries like Dubai. Sharing food is love. We can respect each other's language, religions, culture, tradition, and if someone wants to have marijuana or alcohol should be illegal so they don't overdose and die. 60% of the time I fish for Little Teddy every time. What the world needs now is for Little Teddy, and they're a single friend or a single family member of Little Teddy who holds maybe right dragging us from you on Instagram. That is just the one thing in this world has too little love. If the USA gives Iran technology to make practical amounts of fresh water from salty water, Iranians would love Trump so much. Iranians would love Trump so much. Iranians would build a golf course with Trump inside of Iran and a Disney World franchise inside of Iran for Trump too. Sins isn't poison the heart, never lose hope, my dear heart. Miracles dwelling invisible. Hashtag Rumi, RUMI. 260 days of the year we have sunlight in Iran. Let's go have renewable energy for your export to the Middle East, ladies. I'll have Michael Jackson sounds having on the food menu. Hey, all Michael Jackson sounds saying nobody really cares in the Middle East. We ministers care for peace and coexistence in the Middle East, for the Middle East, by the Middle East, in the name of democracy, like Charlie Chaplin, Middle East, Unite, Parker, peace out. Hearts of life, love, women, love, whether mosque, synagogue, they do have the book of love, and thanks for hopes and our fears of hell. 10 sounds. Oh, it's like giving birth to a baby and making a baby. All the same time, marathon session. He beneath the bow, flask of donkey, man, book of verse, county, progeny, all the sisters, candy, book, wonder, wow. Karaoke, the wilderness, when it's the Paris now. How about 10 same sounds of having a food menu? This is vocal training exercises for my relatives of my time and space. Culture opens doors, politics closes doors. See, fook you, fook me. 20 guys or 20 nations, 20,000, let me do some game me off. This is especially made for my nephews and nieces when I haven't had before, you know. But it's for all my relatives, though. Here we go. Now I'm going to Persian word of the day, declaring one Trinity. Trinity. Paytacht is capital. Capital city of a country is Paytacht. Capital Paytacht is a tie. The capital is easier to say, though. Probably because it's the number one language in the world, you know. That doesn't hurt. Okay. Pie, pizza pie, capital of Iran can't be Tehran anymore. Tacht, tactic, tic-tac-toe, you're welcome. Hashtag LG respect, look at my wife, Borat, wicked, Bomba Club. Surely there's a new Persian foundation, false pizza, but it's the same golden oldie, and what is more, is it to support non-governmental organization, non-public organization, Persian Foundation, PLF, PFL, positive feedback, look to support Kenyan Ojibwas against the original Buddha. My nose is broken like a finger, watching food the best. Look at my broken nose. I can't emoji no Gouda, you know? Look at this, me trying to emoji Gouda. Is it working? Am I beautiful? Am I beautiful like a butterfly? Lord Farquaad, He huffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice. When I don't force a smile, it's less bad, but it's still not human. Let's be honest. Okay. I'm going to culture news of the day. Food, dancing, music, news. Trinity. Iran president said capital move now a necessity as water crisis deepens. Iran's capital must be moved because the country no longer has a choice, President Masoud Pezeshkian said on Thursday in remarks carried by state media, warning that severe ecological strain has made Tehran impossible to sustain. Pezeshkian said the pressure on water, land, and infrastructure has left the government with no options but to act. When we said we must move the capital, we did not even have enough budget. If we had, maybe it would have been done. The reality is we no longer have a choice. It is an obligation, he said in a speech in Qazvin. He said Tehran now faces catastrophe as land in parts of the capital sinks by up to 30 centimeters a year and water supplies shrink. When we say that land subsides 30 centimeters each day, this means disaster, he said. He warned that mismanagement, construction in upstream areas, and the cuts to downstream water flows risk irreversible damage. Pezeshkian said officials across government must work together on a dark future awaits. They must work together or a dark future awaits. Protecting the environment is not a joke, he said. Ignoring it means signing your own destruction. The president said the mismatch between water resources and demand had reached a breaking point. We can bring water from the Persian Gulf, but it will be costly, he said, arguing that Tehran's population and construction load can no longer expand. Macron, potential and limits. Iran announced in January that the government was studying plans to move the capital to the southern Macron coast, a remote region overlooking the Gulf of Oman. Officials said that the shift could ease Tehran's overcrowding, energy shortages, and water stress. The idea had surfaced repeatedly since the 1979 revolution, but has stalled due to political resistance and soaring costs. Past administrations explored alternatives including Semnan, Qom, and Isfahan, but financial constraints halted progress. Officials have said Macron's coastline offers access to the Indian Ocean and a base for sea-linked economic projects. The area includes Chabahar, Iran's only oceanic port and a gateway to Central Asia. But critics say the region is underdeveloped, exposed to security risk, and far from ready to host a national capital. Opponents argue the country cannot afford the tens of billions of dollars such a move would require at a time of economic strain, high inflation, and renewed UN sanctions. That is so boring. That is so boring. Why must life be so boring? That's new stuff. Politics in one ear, out the other ear. Out of sight, out of mind. Ignorance is bliss. Bada bing, bada boom. Culture open doors, politics closes doors. Bada bing, bada boom. Strength in, weakness out. Namaste. You may now go yoga yourselves, all y'all miafaggers. Jutai! Jackie Chan, let's get him. Chris Tucker, okay, you go left, go right. You like this hotel? Yeah, it's mine. Wow, Jackie Chan owns everything. You're the only person I know in China. Why else would I be here? Rush out, unfortunately, in the Middle East. Oh, I think that's good fun. There could be clerical jokes. Come on, they can't pass that up. Why isn't there not another orchestra film forms in the making? That's what I want to know. Now it's time for the new stuff. No, it's not. That's the new stuff. Now it's time for the old stuff. Same old golden oldie booty bit dance. That's how fast I know booty bit dance. Now you blink, you buy. You know, you blink, you miss. You blink, you miss out. Wow. Am I ever itchy and hairy? You're a wizard, Harry. Really? I love this reason I'm so hairy. Strike one! Okay, what else? Here we go. Karaoke, that's not. Here I go. Another winter day has come and gone away. I've been to Paris and Rome, but I want to go home in Iran. No place like home in Iran, like with the Rod movie. But also like extraterrestrial movie, E.T. extraterrestrial movie, you know? Because I have a Buddha like an extraterrestrial alien. Look at me go. What up? got a pregnant little belly there. Look at that fat. Look at that. Look at that junk. Look at that junk inside my trunk. I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you love drunk off my humps. My humps. My humps. That's what I was thinking Middle East by burping. My lady bumps. It looks like I have lady bumps. Check it out. I met a girl down at the disco. She said, hey, let's go. You can be my honey. You can be my funny. You can be my money. Milk and your Cocoa Puffs. Milky Cocoa Puffs. Your milk and your Cocoa Puffs. Milky, right? They say I'm really sexy. Trying to feel my humps. Trying to get my dumps. You can get it, but if you get it, you're gonna get them. No more trouble. Nobody wants that trouble. No trouble! No trouble! So don't pull on my hands, girls. I'm just trying to prance, girls, and move my hump. Is that a 3-pack or a 4-pack? I said 3-pack. So much work to do. I will survive. Hey. Donkey, don't do. I like to compare by the Persian boy with the Persian wolf, Hadi Chupan. He doesn't have my man hair. Arnold Schwarzenegger says the Persian wolf after he won Mr. Olympian medals. Look at this monster, get the choppers. It's not a tumor. Unless it's a tumor, in which case we're going to F that cancer up, whether it's breast, ovarian, prostate cancer. Those are the 3 major cancers that affect humanity. And every other type of cancer proportionate to how it affects humanity. How proportionate is it? Because based on that, we're going to F those cancers up. At cancer.org, org, not .com, not .ca, .org. Because it's going to be like clinicaltrials.gov, G-O-V. It's going to be an international effort so we can work with the limited resources we have. Everybody's desensitized to all the funding people ask for cancer, but they want it's redundancy for some of these researchers that are doing, you know? We got to be more careful with how we spend that limited resources we have. There can only be so much the public is willing to give to fund cancer research, especially for effing cancer, you know. We're not going to cure cancer. We're going to F cancer up. Yeah, F that cancer. So bad. F is not a bad word. Cancer is the bad word. Fuck cancer, fuck! It's like, fuck it. Daycare process started micromanaging us again. Fuck it all. We gotta go before the film frozen and frisbee golf. And what is more? Home is not a place. Home is your relatives are. Because I want to be part of the process of a journey of my nephews and nieces and all my relatives making mistakes, taking risks, getting messy. Like magic school reference. So I can be until they master an art or a science, like The Apprentice show by Donald Trump. You're fired. Donald Trump didn't want to be associated with you're fired anymore. It was getting annoying. He wanted to be associated with all the good stuff he does too, you know? You make America great again. USA number 1. You're hired. You know? Simple stuff anybody would want if you have money and power. I want to be remembered as doing good. My living legacy was good. The most hilarious videos is Donald Trump trying to get to grab the hand of his wife. And she doesn't want it. She's like, it was hilarious. It's like Deborah and Raymond, really. Lemon chicken. I could eat this for the rest of my life. Everyone's doing is a good show, but for me, my mom's aunties and all the sisters on the Panic Network have been auctioning my virginity off so I can lose my virginity and have some kids with my future mom and my child. But after that, I'm going to divorce her according to a temporary marriage contract, prenuptial agreement. And then at the end of the temporary marriage contract, it's going to say hashtag no goodbyes in love, hashtag Hafez Shafizad, Persian poet. And then I'm going to have another temporary marriage contract, and another temporary marriage contract, another temporary marriage contract. Everybody look under your American Make America Great Again chairs. There's another marriage contract. You're hired. Jobs. But seriously, you only live once if you're in a temporary marriage contract once. You know how you can scare me for Halloween? Tell me the words, wedlock, till death do you part. What? That's scary. Why would I want to do that? No, I want to date like my future children are going to date. I never had the luxury of dating when I was young. I'm a 36-year-old virgin. By choice. didn't work out, you know. Like my aunties have tried to auction my virginity off. I'm like, I can't emoji no good and I have a broken nose, you know. And they don't Taddy, I don't know if she's even paying attention really at this point. It's up to her. And all the other sisters saying all the time, paying attention at work. In 2005, grade 10 of high school, John Ramadan won me a high of 120 pounds. I got number discrimination. That was stupid. In 2007, grade 12 of high school, I got the most valuable player for volleyball. But I also got number discrimination. Man, there's a hair in my eye. That was stupid of me. Look, I got the hair. You know, just going to see how hairy I am. I play cousin, like some of my cousins who passed away now. We used to play a game with them to see. Well, we didn't have much games, right? If there's an eyelash, like we had to take it and then we make a wish and then we blow it. May they rest in peace. May everybody past ones that rest in peace. Here's the good ones. Life is all about editing, as Raymond would say. Okay, what else? That's why we get to law in Australia, the banned human and 16 years of age when social media like Instagram and TikTok. Social media like Instagram and TikTok, let's come on and use the world for more parkour and something they can do extreme mountain do sports. So whatever gives the wings, there's safety nets to cash them because it's accountable to the parents, grandparents, uncles, cousins, the whole shebang. I'm crazy and I like it. Look out. Oh, the other ties a good and dance, Scott Jones a good and then gaggles a good and those have those left shots, Scott Johnson, gaggles a good and let's go to a party. Ooh, it's party that. Ooh, it's party here. Just me. This is crazy. Here's my dash. You're going to see me next time. And all the other food tasters try to chase. And here's my dash. You're going to see me next time. I'm bringing food tasting back in their blog. Yeah, the mother food tasters don't know how to blog. Yeah, this is a pretty old OD to my tasting on Instagram. MRP I was a taster, a hammer taster. Ooh, I'm caught in Beyonce parkour. Look at me, look at them now. This is my food tasting. Is it beauty fuel yet? Am I beauty fueled? I can't force a smile. And it's in the ode tonight, the Roxbury film. Immediately on the outside nightclub to like a nightclub, inside nightclub to like a Persian spot. Kashan, Son, Shiraz, yes, Kish, on. Take your me off and clothes off, take clothes off, take your me off and clothes off, take clothes off. Skin hot, it is me off and clothes hot, skin hot, it is me off and clothes hot. Brum bum bum, take clothes off, brum bum bum, take clothes off, brum bum bum, take clothes off, brum bum bum, take clothes off. Get naked, get naked, I like big fat girl butts and I cannot lie. You got me off a circles, can't deny. When I go down to the park in your face, I don't think in your face you get sprung. It's getting hot in here, so hot. I'm taking off all my clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm going to take my clothes off and shower. For sure, my little child would like to be racket sports or foods, but she's all style or substance. Heads and shoulders with all the work, especially for birthing my giant head. I come to babies. Fashion accessory, wanted to be fashion accessory too. An old fashioned watercolor painter who passed away recently around 90s of age from pneumonia in the USA and was buried around New Isfahan, I think. May his brothers and friends have patience in these trying times and may they all live long and prosper. Baby, you and me sink. Nothing but dorky still got flamingos, so let's find my Discovery channels on YouTube. Hashtag Faith of a Fear, hashtag Unity Diversity, hashtag I for I use go blind me for hashtag we're all born innocent. Hashtag I know the best hashtags. Stop trying to make hashtags happen, Mean Girls film reference. I'll have a 10 seconds how I have you through menu. I'll have a Michael Jackson how I have you through menu. Michael Jackson is saying that we ministers care for peace and coexistence in the ministry of these families in the dark side like Charlie Chaplin. We like park up